I'm Arlie,
I'm Franco.
and today we're going to be reacting to the top biggest crabs in the world. Right, Franco?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start.
There's nothing more powerful than
Oh, sorry,
you
there's a commercial.
making your thing happen,
Sorry about
doing
the commercial.
business on your terms.
Okay, so let's go ahead and react to the top biggest crabs.
Crabs belong to the group of animals called decapods, which also includes shrimp, prawns, and lobsters. In the world, there are more than 5,000 different kinds of crabs. They have 10 legs and claws.
They said there are actually 1,000 different species of crabs.
Yeah.
They do belong to crustaceans, right?
And their bodies are protected by a hard shell. Crabs are common animals that live on land and in the water in many places around the world. They live in all of the world's oceans, in fresh water and on land. They have a thick shell and only one pair of pincers. During the Jurassic period, they first showed up. The 10 biggest crabs based on their overall size and weight will be shown in this video. Number 10 on the list, we have Florida stone crab. The
Florida crab. We actually live in Florida, guys, right?
Yeah.
What city? Orlando.
Orlando.
We live in Orlando. So the number 10 is called the Florida stone crab. Let's read the specs. It weighs 0.22 pounds, very small. Shell width 5 to 6 inches.
Florida stone crab is among the world's most expensive and rare crabs because of its rarity and the high demand for its delectable meat. However, the only edible part of the crab is its claw. Thus, once an angler harvests the claws, the crab must be released back into the ocean. The shell of a female Florida stone crab can grow up to 6 inches wide, and males about 5 inches. Their claws grow as long as 5 inches, and they typically weigh only a few hundred grams. Number 9. Blue crab. Blue crabs stand out because their bodies are olive green and their claws are bright blue. Their shells can get as wide as 9 inches, but they won't weigh much more than a pound. The tips of the claws of an adult female blue crab are red.
I like the color.
Males can be as long as 7 to 8 inches, while females are a bit smaller. Most of the time, you can find these blue crabs in the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. Blue crabs eat dead or dying animals, such as oysters, small fish, clams, and other animals.
Okay.
Number 8 is the Opilio crab. It is a type of snow crab that is found in the North Pacific Ocean and the Northwest Atlantic
Pretty
Ocean.
heavy for its length.
This is another well-known crab that people eat. It is caught near Canada and Russia and sold all over the world. Most of the time, male OPs are bigger than females. Their carapaces can be as wide as 6.5 inches and weigh up to 3 pounds.
Pretty
The
heavy,
claws
right?
are a little bit longer than the shell. Most of the time, the Opilio crab eats whatever is on the ocean floor, like shrimp, fish, worms, small invertebrates, sea urchins, and so on. Coming at number 7, we have the Dungeness crab.
Go ahead. Tell me something about it.
The
Opilio?
the Opilio crab is almost the same as the lobster because they both eat anything that goes in the seafloor.
Even dead animals?
Yep.
Okay, so lobsters and the Opilio crab they can dine on dead animals.
The Dungeness crab is the most sought-after fish by anglers in the Pacific Northwest of North America.
Whoa, look at that one.
These crabs like to live in muddy or sandy places near where rivers empty into the ocean. The back of the shell has a purple tint and also be gray or brown, and the tips of the claws are usually white. Dungeness crab can be up to 10 inches wide,
Wow.
but 6 to 7 inches is more common. Dungeness crabs can get up to 4.5 pounds in weight, but they are rarely this big because they are fished so hard. They mostly eat other crabs, fish, starfish, squid,
other crabs.
worms, and anything else with meat. Next, giant mud crab. The giant mud crab is also called the mangrove crab,
Giant mud crab.
Indo-Pacific mud crab, black crab, and other names. Their two back legs are flattened and placed in a way that helps them swim. As big crabs, they have white shells that can be up to
That was pretty
12
big.
inches wide and can weigh more than 6 pounds. They have big claws that help them cut and crush their
They
prey.
do have big claws.
The main things that mud crabs eat are crustaceans and mollusks. The female will burrow into the mud, and the males will go into the caves to stay warm. When the temperature goes down, crabs stop moving around. Number 5. Brown crab. It is one of the most popular crabs that people eat.
Oh,
It
brown
can be
crab.
found as deep as 330 feet in the North Atlantic Ocean, the North Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. This species has an oval carapace that looks like a pie crust. Most of the time, female crabs are bigger than male crabs. In a good environment, they can get as wide as 10 inches,
10
but
inches.
most of the time they stay around 6 inches and 7
They're not big.
pounds. Brown
They are
crabs
the
hide
biggest of
under
the list
rocks,
so far.
in holes, and in and around pieces of trash.
Maybe you're confusing them with
Since
something
they
else,
are
right?
nocturnal, they eat at night. They
Oh, I apologize. We have a commercial.
like to eat small crabs,
So what do you think,
and
guys? What
their
is
bodies
your
are,
favorite crab so far?
bodies are protected by a hard shell.
Did I
Crabs
mess up?
are common animals that
I think we were number 7
Yeah.
right here.
live as 330 feet in the North Atlantic Ocean, the North Sea,
Okay, guys. What? Type down in the comments what's your favorite type of crab.
Type down in the comments and we'll look at it, right?
Yeah.
And let us know if you want us to react to something else. It's my first video with my son, and he loves the ocean and sea life. So let us know what you would like us to react to, something that we've never seen before, right? And we'll be happy to react.
and the Mediterranean Sea. This species has an oval carapace that looks like a pie crust. Most of the
We
time,
do have to
female
finish it.
crabs are bigger than male crabs. In a good environment, they can get as wide as 10 inches,
That's pretty
but
big.
most of the time they stay around 6 inches and 7 pounds. Brown
Seems the
crabs
average
hide
size
under
is 6
rocks,
inches to 7
in
inches.
holes, and in and
crabs.
around pieces of trash. Since they are nocturnal, they eat at night. They like to eat small crabs, echinoderms, and mollusks.
Okay.
Number 4. Coconut crab.
Whoa.
Coconut crab.
Do you know anything about the coconut crab?
They're the most giant land species of crab.
Yeah?
They're the most giant land species.
The giant, the biggest?
Yeah, the biggest land species of crab.
Okay.
Land.
What do they eat?
They mostly eat birds. The crabs are not big enough to crack coconuts. The legs is all kind of the legs so can grip onto the trees and then
They climb
they
trees?
push the coconuts down so they can break and then they bring into the homes.
And they can peel it, right?
Yeah, and eat it.
They don't break coconuts, they peel them.
Crabs are the largest terrestrial
1
crabs.
meter long.
Their claws are stronger than those of
What?
any other crustacean. Adult coconut crabs have a shell that is about 8 inches across, have legs that are 1 meter long from leg tip to leg tip, and
Oh, look how big
weigh
they are.
about 10 pounds.
Beautiful colors.
The islands of the Philippines are home to this type of crab. Since they can't swim, coconut crabs spend most of their lives on land. When they get too big, they dig underground burrows, which are often right next to coconut trees. These crabs can live up to 60 years, and most
60
of what they
years.
eat are nuts and plants.
60.
Number 3. Red king crab.
Whoa.
The red king crab lives in the North Pacific Ocean and the Bering Sea. Now, this is the crab that most people think of when they think of crab for food.
Eating, right?
So they are hunted and caught in all the seas where they live. Overfishing, global warming, and natural predators have all led to a steady decline in their numbers. Red king crabs can get very big. They can weigh up to 24 pounds and have a
24 pounds?
carapace that is 11 inches wide and leg
That's a lot
span
of
of 5
crab
feet
meat.
long. Males get bigger and grow more quickly than females. Once a year, female red king crabs give birth to between 50,000 and 500,000 eggs.
What?
Number 2 on this list,
Did they say they give birth to 50,000 eggs?
Yeah, because they're super big.
How many survive, I wonder?
we have the
If you
Tasmanian
know how many survive, can you please put it in the comments?
giant crab. During the summer, the Tasmanian giant crab is usually found in the muddy bottoms of the southern Australian
Do you know
Ocean,
about this one?
about 560 to 590 feet deep, right on the edge of the continental shelf. During the winter, these crabs usually go
That's the
deeper,
cousin of the
between
brown
620
Really?
and 1310
The brown
feet.
crab's cousin.
Slow-moving gastropods like starfish and crustaceans are what this giant crab eats. They also eat carrion, which is the meat of animals that have already died.
That is huge.
People think that the giant crab is one of the largest crabs on Earth.
If I saw that on the beach, I would never go back to the beach.
If I saw
He
them-
would hold it.
Yep, I love crabs.
It can weigh up to 39 pounds and have a shell that is up to
39
18
pounds.
inches wide. It is interesting that female Tasmanian crabs don't get as big as males.
Number one.
Finally, number
What
1,
is
we
it?
have the giant spider crab.
I knew about that one.
The Japanese spider crab is the biggest crab in the world. The crab's body can grow up to 16 inches.
You know, crabs have 6 legs, but this one have 8 legs because they're named the spider crab. Spiders have 8 legs.
This one has 8 legs? Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Inches long, and the whole animal can weigh an incredible 42 pounds. It has a tough exoskeleton that protects it from natural predators, like octopuses, and helps it blend in with its surroundings. This spider is bigger than life. It has the longest legs of any arthropod and can be up to 12.1 feet long from claw to claw. The waters around the Japanese islands of Honshu are home to this crab. Its bumpy shell is perfect for hiding because it looks like the rocks on the seafloor.
Wow.
This crab eats dead things on the ocean floor, and this particular species
Very interesting.